What went wrong with Andrew Jacked at the 2024 Mr. Olympia? Well, as of the making of this video, we are unsure of his placing at the event, but it is safe to say that he is most certainly out of the first call-out. Could even place as low as 6th, so it is very disappointing to his fans. What happened? Was it just the lineup? Is it possible that he brought the same package that he did here at the Texas Pro, but it was just simply a very weak lineup in comparison, taking nothing away from Hutchison, things of that nature? We will do our best to answer that in this side-by-side picture comparison of Andrew Jack from the Texas and him just yesterday at the Mr. Olympia event. Go through the shots, and sometimes sounds like I'm very, blunt with this, especially when you're talking about people's physiques. They can get a little bit, they take it personal. But the first thing that I notice is the midsection, in particular the lower half, little bit full for sure. And when you're talking about an aesthetically pleasing physique like this, the midsection is very important. Now his arms are, I would say, 4 points more jacked. That's your jacked ratings, especially if you're Andrew Jacked. And the wheels, can you believe that? His left leg, look at his left leg. It's half the size at the Olympia. So his symmetry is slightly off. His midsection is a little bit fuller. So was it the lineup, guys? Or was it just that Andrew Jack was not 100%? Well, that's just one pose. One pose. Go to pose number 2, the front lat spread. Wow. If I couldn't see this, I wouldn't believe it. If you were to describe it to me, I just wouldn't believe you. His lat's gone. Look at that. That sounds like Marge Simpson. Anyway, his right lat. You can see his right lat at the Texas. Might be a little bit smaller. His left one, but look at the Olympia. Even his, both of them are a little bit smaller, but in particular, that right one. So yes, and I've seen this before with him at that Arnold Classic in 2023. One of his lats were half the size. So it's obviously something that he's dealt with in the past, so he can fix this. The career of Andrew Jack is not over yet, guys. He's still going to get a decent spot at the Olympia. Turn to the side here, for goodness sakes. Okay, now there's some hope here. Look, he looks a little drier in the quad, doesn't he? I think he is. Sometimes you push to get dry, and then you push to fill up, and I think that's probably what happened to him, because I noticed, you can't see it here. Can't see it here, actually. His midsection looks good at the Olympia. Delt looks decent, too. But in the transitions, things of that nature, his belly was a little bit full for Andrew Jacked. Here's the side tricep. It's funny talking about a guy like that, and his midsection looks, like a dream wrapped in a blanket. People would be like, what are you talking about, Max Muscle? He looks good. Well, there's just a small, thin layer of water. Just a small, little, tiny, thin layer of water. That it just shows human-like qualities, and when it comes to bodybuilding, no, that will not do. Especially Andrew Jacked. But having said that, from the side, both shots, both side chest and side tricep, I think he does look better at the Olympia than he did at the Texas Pro. I think those front shots were phenomenal. Something like a phenomenon. Never mind. He did look better in all the shots, but from the side, I have to say, he looks better. Now. Have a look at the back. He's got some bumps there up on the top of his hips. Never noticed those before. Looks like they're big and full and round. Not as hard in the glutes. He's just not as overall conditioned. His legs look big. Looks pretty big, and they looked a little small from the front. Now, maybe his left leg is a little bit smaller. But having said that, what is he doing? He's posing totally different. Do you guys like this? You guys prefer the way he's posing that lat spread? or not prefer it. And maybe it's the back itself, because we've seen it from the front lat spread. You can kind of see it from the rear lat spread. Just seems to be a different makeup of those lats. Here's the rear double. Here's the rear double. Andrew Jack could be in trouble at the 2024. Yeah, he's got those bumps. What are those bumps? And the lats are not quite as big. Traps seem to be more separated. Interesting. So yes, Andrew Jack, was he better at the Texas Pro? Or was it just the lineup? No, he was most certainly better at the Texas Pro. And here is the signature abs and thigh. What a pose. What a pose. A signature abs and thigh from Andrew Jack. Always looks good no matter what type of condition that he is in. But if you have a really keen eye, you can see even his ab muscles. They seem to be a little bit bubblier and rounder, and I don't hate that. I mean, now at the Olympia, you can see his bottom abs are huge, but it just seems a little thicker, and you really have to see the video footage and the transitions, things of that nature, and his midsection was just as tight as a drum at that Texas Pro. So, little fuller. Tried to push the condition. I don't know. Here's the most muscular. Looks about exactly the same. A little more striations in the chest, I would wager to say. Now, what has improved? His delts. I would say for sure. His delts look a little bit bigger. I noticed that on the side. I noticed it here. So a couple of things he improved on, for sure, from the Texas. But there wasn't much time in the grand scheme of things. I would like to see Andrew Jack qualify early and then compete at the Olympia after not competing for a little while. It seems to be when he's his best. So freshened up, come in there at your very best, Andrew Jack. We are waiting for it. We didn't see it this year. Hey, heck, he was still better than last year. My opinion. Another comparison I'd like to do at some point. Andrew Jack, last year and this year. Anyway, we are awaiting the finals for the 2024 Mr. Olympia as of the making of this video. So, hey, you never know. Andrew Jack could come in just peeled, win the show. My opinion, he's going to get fifth. Could be sixth. Have a great one.